everyone, Rebecca the Frugal Resinista here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super awesome and beautiful little end table. Happy New Year to everyone. I haven't gotten a chance to post videos in a while and I'm excited. I've got a whole lineup of videos that I'm ready to do and to share with you guys. And so today is the first of many. Just wanted to show you this completed end table and I'll show it to you again at the end. But this was a super awesome find at Goodwill, and I got this table for $3.09. Price tag was still on it, and I actually poured it with the price tag still on it. It's under there somewhere. But I cleaned it up and I tightened it down, and we're gonna turn it into some beautiful art. So here is the finished product, and I can't wait to show it to all of you as I make it. Hope you guys have all had a great holiday season, and let's get started. All right, now that my priming is done, you can still see a tiny bit of the color underneath. I'm not worried about that because I'm using colored resin, so it's gonna cover it up nicely. The first thing I'm gonna do is use my painter's tape to tape along the edge because I want to use my gold enamel paint on the edge of this and not have the resin pour over. The one tricky thing that's gonna happen with me using the tape this time is that I only want to pour one layer of resin. I'm going to be using Stone Coat Countertops Quick Coat, and so it's going to be resistant to pretty decent temperatures as well as to scratching and things, and you know, putting drinks and spilling on it and everything. So I only need to use one coat, but I don't want my edges, with tape being high, I don't want my edges of my resin to come up on top of it, because then I have a weird edge and I have to sand and I have to do a clear coat on top. So even though you would think that the tape would be one of the simplest parts, I'm putting the tape so close to the edge. Oh, my dog is saying hi. This is Charlie. I'm putting my tape so close to the edge that there's almost barely a lip at all, because I want there to only be enough lip that my resin will dome in one application. So I'm going to tape this off and then we'll keep going. I'm not using a ton of different colors in this because I want this to be a table that if someone purchases it, it will match in a lot of different home decor styles. So again, like I said, I am using Stone Coat Countertops Quick Coat. So within 45 minutes, it should be decently hard for me to peel the tape off and then to paint the edges, and we will be done. It's all gonna be in one coat. I'm going to be mixing my Apple Barrel white acrylic paint with some Pearl X pigment powder and macro pearl, and everything I use will be linked to you guys in the comments so you can see where to get it. I'm going to be using gold and silver Testors brand enamel paint. This is paint that you use for like models of ships and airplanes and things. But what's cool about this is when you mix it with resin, part of it will float to the top and it's got a really cool metallic look. But if I'm only doing one layer of resin to save money on buying all the resin and using all the extra, this is cool because it'll give you a 3D effect of some of the paint floating and some of it sinking. So you'll get really good depth even though you're only using one layer. And then I'm also going to do a mix of clear with this extra fine glitter that I did get on sale at Hobby Lobby. It's $2.99, but I purchased it when it was 50% off. So I got this for $1.50. And this is a mix. It's called Silver Champagne, but it's a mix of gold and silver sparkles. So this is all going to be a white, silver, and gold kind of look. And we're going to start pouring. All right, you guys, I wish so badly that you could see the depth in this. I don't know how to get it on video perfectly, but I'm super happy with this. You'll notice I tilted, which moved things around. I used my heat gun just to kind of push the colors together, but then I used my blowtorch at the end to pop all of the extra bubbles. I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then I'll go over with my blowtorch one more time just to make sure there are no air bubbles. But I don't know if you could tell at the very end when I was putting the extra bits of white around the edges and kind of coaxing the resin to the edges, it was already getting super sticky and stringy. So this stuff is curing very quickly. So I will come back to you guys after this is cured and show you how I paint the edges, and then we'll have a finished piece. All right, everyone, it's been about an hour and a half, and this is nice and hard and cured, and I just peeled the tape off. Now, from the camera, I'm not sure, it might look like this is tape still on, but it's not. When I peeled the edges, all the tape off, some of the actual primer that I had put on came off too. I'm fine with that because if you've seen any of my previous videos, when I use this Testors brand paint, the enamel paint for edges of things, I like the edges to look rough because it looks more like a real gold stone or nugget or something. So I am totally fine. Also, this coats basically everything. So I'm not worried at all that this is going to look weird or anything once I start coating it. I'm not going to show you this whole thing because it's not that interesting to watch me paint the edge all the way around, but I'm going to give you one quick tip and then I'll finish it off camera and then I will show you our finished product. Keep in mind that this stuff takes forever to dry when it's by itself versus when it's in resin. So honestly, I'm going to put this on and then I'm going to have to wait about 24 hours before I can actually touch the part that's painted. Here is one quick tip when you're using this. If you brush straight on like this, I'll do it down low but not up high. If you brush straight like that, you're going to very easily have your bristles go over the top and paint the top. Because this enamel paint is kind of a different texture than other things, here's what I do. I hold my brush down and I go along that top edge, and it absolutely works lovely. If you get anything on that top at all, I just got that teeniest little bit, while it's still dry, or while it's still really wet, you just go like that and it's gone. So I'm going to finish doing this all the way around. Here, I'll show you real quick how easily it's going to coat over where that primer came off. It won't take much. Okay, I'm going to go all the way around with this and then I will show you all the finished product. Get all the lacing and everything on this. I am so happy with how this turned out. It's really so beautiful to find that your piece is cured in a really neat way after you let it sit for a while once you're done messing with it. I don't know if you can tell, but this is what I meant by some of that gold and silver paint sinking and some of it rising to the top. See how there are like darker lines on top and then things in the bottom? I wish you could see it in person, but there's a lot of depth in this piece because of what I used, even though I only have one layer of resin on it. So this piece is pretty much finished. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you hadn't already. And I appreciate you sticking with me and watching my videos. Happy New Year to all of you. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye.